What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel. Check out the content. And I want to speak on a recent comment that Anthony Edwards made. Anthony Edwards recently came out and made a comment that he thinks that he can tackle the running back for the Baltimore Ravens, Derrick Henry, right? And I just thought that was so funny. I thought it was crazy. I don't think that Anthony Edwards really, he really know, like what it would take to tackle somebody like Derrick Henry. I mean, you have people who get paid to tackle Derrick Henry who can't even tackle Derrick Henry, and then you get Anthony Edwards making this kind of statement. So first off, let me just say, let me give you some stats on Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry he's 6'3" and he weighed 247 pounds. And his 40 speed, Derrick Henry's 40 speed is 4.5. So that's 4.5 seconds, the 40 speed. Early this year, like when Derrick Henry, I'm not sure the last game who they beat. They beat Tampa Bay. The last game when the Ravens beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they clocked Derrick Henry at 21 miles per hour. So can you imagine a man at 247 pounds moving 21 miles per hour with pads, with all the pads and everything on, that helmet? And then so Anthony Edwards think that he is just going to tackle Derrick Henry. I just think that's funny. So let me see how Anthony Edwards he's 6'4". Anthony Edwards is 6'4", 220 pounds, 225 pounds. So he's 22 pounds lighter than Derrick Henry. And so no way. I think now if Anthony Edwards, now granted, if Anthony Edwards was a football player and he worked out and he trained just like the football players, that would be that's a reasonable statement to make. He'll be able to tackle Derrick Henry. I'm not sure if he'll be able to tackle him one-on-one, because a lot of times when you see Derrick Henry, it takes more than one person to pull him down. So, but Anthony Edwards, if he played professional football at 6'4", 225, he will probably be on a defensive line. He'll either be on a defensive line or he'll probably be a linebacker. So he will probably be a linebacker. So he'll probably be like almost like a Brian Urlacher type linebacker, depending on how fast, how good he is with like his lateral movements. But no way like coming like without I'm sorry, excuse me, without working out, without training or anything. No way that he will be able to tackle him like right now, today. I remember a great football player that went to North Carolina, Julius Peppers. He played basketball at North Carolina, and he wound up playing a lot of years in the NFL as a football player. So basketball players, great college basketball players, have been known to go from playing basketball to playing football. But Julius Peppers, he also played football in college. I don't know if Anthony Edwards played football in college, but I know that like right now, as it stands today, I don't think that Anthony Edwards would be able to tackle Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry even said himself that he doubted. This statement got back to him. And they told him what Anthony Edwards said. He said he doubted that that Anthony Edwards would be able to tackle him. A lot of times and so how would he tackle Derrick Henry? He's not going to be able to hit him up high and tackle him, because Derrick Henry, as everybody see, that Derrick Henry, he uses that stiff arm. So he used that stiff arm, and then he just pushed people down and just keep on rolling over top of them. And what a lot of people try to do, they say, well, go for his legs, try to hit him at his legs. But once Derrick Henry get up a full head of steam, and you try to, you throw yourself at his legs, you risk getting hit with one of them big hips or one of them big thighs, and you get a concussion. So it's not as easy, tackling him as people as well as Anthony Edwards might think. And in the open field, Anthony Edwards can forget about it. Like I said, I don't really see too many people tackling Derrick Henry one-on-one. It's always like by committee or somebody, sometimes you'll have a cornerback like against and when he ran last game against Tampa Bay, and one of the cornerbacks, or it might have been a safety, just he had the angle on him, and Derrick Henry was going down the sideline, and he just hurled his body at his leg, just to trip him up. In a situation like that, but even then, that's just that's a risky play, because like I said, if if he hits you in your head or up under that face mask, up under your helmet with one of them big thighs, he could knock you out. So that's a dangerous play. That's why you see, like I said, a lot of guys get stiff armed because they try to grab him they want to grab him like around his waist area, and then drag him, and then kind of drag him down, like go down to like his hips and his legs just to drag him down. But he'll give him that stiff arm. He won't even allow him to get close enough to grab him by his leg or his waist, around his waist. But yeah, man, let me know. Do you think Anthony Edwards? I want your opinion. Your honest opinion. Do you think that Anthony Edwards at 6'4"? Anthony Edwards is a big dude, 6'4", 225 pounds. Now I don't know what Anthony Edwards his 40 speed is, but I think if Anthony Edwards had played college football, or if he was in if he was in football condition, because football conditioning too is a lot different from from basketball. So if he was, if he was in football shape, he probably would be able to tackle Derrick Henry. It wouldn't be easy, and like I said, a lot of times, you see Derrick Henry getting tackled, it's by committee. A lot of, or even as one of those big defensive linemen, sometimes a defensive lineman wrap them up and bring them down one-on-one. But linebackers, safeties, cornerbacks, that's tough right there. That's tough. I would like to see Anthony Edwards try, but Derrick Henry said no. He doubt that Anthony Edwards would be able to tackle him. But I want to know, like I said, give me your opinion. Let me know what you think. Do you think that Anthony Edwards would be able to tackle in the open field, tackle Derrick Henry? So with that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, leave a comment, and I'll check you all out in my next video. Peace.